Hi guys, welcome to Family Create. I hope you're all doing well. So I've had the Pixel Watch for about 2 weeks now, and so far I'm really loving it. I've done a couple of videos on it, including battery comparison, so do have a look at my channel and check those videos out. So I'm starting to install everything that I need, and today I'll be sharing how to set up the NFC payment and add your cards to your watch just to pay generally when you go to the shop or the transport service. It helps you from taking your purse out or your card out or your phone out. You just use your watch and just pay basically. So we'll do that today and share the process with you. So in this video, I'll show you how to set up the NFC payment and add your card to Google Pay. So by default, if you double click on your crown, you'll get the wallet, or you can click and then go through the whole app and also get the wallet. So here, if you double click, you'll come to the wallet. As you can see, I've got no card added, so it's got the add button. If I click on that, it'll say check your phone. And so as you can see, as soon as I tapped on my watch, my phone automatically opened up to this. And you can see here it says add to watch, so you can add boarding passes, event tickets, loyalty and gift cards are added automatically, so that can be done. And on this side here is the GPay, that's payment cards, pay everywhere that Google Pay is accepted. And then you can also use the transport pass, get around town with a tap. So if you've got like Oyster card or something that's in the UK, you can add that on as well. So let's start by going on to a payment card, and here it is. On the next screen you can see add a payment card, encrypt cards on this watch in wallet for faster, safer payments. And on this side here, new credit or debit card, add to wallet and your Google account, or select a card that you saved in your Google account, Google Pay, Chrome or YouTube. Okay, so at the moment I already have 2 cards on my Google Pay. If you don't have any card, you'll basically just add a new card. But because I already have these 2 cards, I'm just going to select one of them just to show you the process. As this is personal information, some of this personal data will be covered. So let's start off with the card that I'm going to add. So I'm going to start by adding this card here. So I'm going to tap on this card, and it's doing its job now. So here Google Pay is verifying your card details, and on this side is asking me to enter the card details ending, and it gives the number and the expiry date of the cards. And then you have to enter your security code, and the rest is my personal information which will be covered. So the security code on this, I'm just going to add that and come back. And then there's more information, small prints. If you want to read, you can read them. And I'm going to just tap on save and continue here. And now it's checking card eligibility. On the watch is saying the same thing. And then it says on your phone, accept issuer terms. So I'll go back on the phone, and it says here again, issuer terms. And then you've got all the terms of your bank, and you can read through them and then accept. So I'm going to tap on accept now. Processing the card details. Again, on the watch is saying contacting bank, may take a few minutes. And then we've got here verify that it's you, so it's going through the security check. And on the phone we can see your bank needs to verify that it's you. Choose how you'll verify. So it's asking me, do I want them to text me a code on my phone number, or do I want them to call me? The call will come from this number. Contact information out of date, contact your bank to update. So if your contact information is out of date, you have to contact them before you can go through this process and get your information up to date. So I will go with the standard text and tap on continue. And the bank is sending a text message, and once that comes through, there we go, it's come through. I've just allowed that to automatically put in the number, and as you can see on my watch, my card's just popped up, and on the phone it says your card is ready. So the verification is complete now, and then it's giving me information. Double press the crown to launch wallet to pay. So you can tap on this and learn how to tap to pay. As I mentioned earlier, double tap on that, the card will come up. I'll just tap on that and show you guys. Here we go. Whole load of information on how to use the card to tap. Go back there, and then you can also tap here to learn how to pay, but I'll go through that shortly. So we'll tap on OK. Phone is asking to verify, so I'll just do that. There we go. So that's done. So as you can see, we've come back to the first screen where, you know, if you want to add more, you can just tap on wherever. If you want to add your transport card or more credit or debit card, you can do that. But on my watch, as you can see, my card is ready to go. So I'll show you now on the watch how to pay. So now that the card is ready, it's all set to go. So when you go to shop or you're going to use the public transport, you could just double tap and launch your card. There we go. Once you double tap, your card will launch, and then now when you want to pay, you just hold your watch against the NFC payment card reader and you just hold it just like that, and you will either chime or buzz, then you know the payment has been complete. And then when you're finished, that's done. You'll get a notification maybe from your bank or credit card, whichever card you're paying with, to say that the payment has been taken. So that's how you set up the Google Wallet and add your payment cards. So one of the new part of Wear OS update, I know that you don't actually even need to launch your card if you're going to the underground or public transport to pay for your transport. All you have to do is hold it against the reader and it will take the money from your wallet. So I really like that feature. I think the best thing about having the cards on your watch is that when you're in a rush, you don't want to be fluffing about trying to get your phone out or your wallet out to pay for it. It's just so much easier, I find it. You just hold your watch and just pay for it, really. So that's the process of setting up your card on your watch and your Google Pay. If you do have any question, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section and we'll get back to you. I did have a few questions on the strap that I'm using. This is the official Google mesh band, which I've had about 2 years now, and I absolutely love this band. I do have a review on the channel, so do check it out if you're interested. I did have some comments about how there are these mesh bands on Amazon as well, which is much cheaper. Just to say, you pay for what you get. This is obviously the quality is on another level. I do have lots of bands that I've got from Amazon and AliExpress and a couple of other people, but it matches nowhere near this one. So hence why I've been wearing this for the last 2 years and it's been everywhere with me. As you can see, it still looks amazing. And after I got the Pixel Watch, I'm not sure if anyone else experienced this, but I found this band was, I think I may be allergic to them because I was getting really bad itchiness and rash and my skin started hurting, so I took them off. But these, I love them. So just to quickly show you guys, if your card didn't launch and you want to find your Google Pay, you can just click once and go down, use your crown to actually find your wallet as well. So you've got the wallet here, tap on that and then your card will come up. So that's that. Let's go on the grid view. I prefer this view because then it's easier to find, I think, and quicker to find what you're looking for. And here's the wallet. That's it. So that's all for today, guys. There'll be a lot more content coming on the Pixel Watch 4. I'll be doing comparison to Watch 8 Classic, also the OnePlus Watch 3. So do keep your notification bell on and keep an eye out for those videos. Also, I'll do more battery comparison with Pixel Watch 3 and OnePlus Watch 3 and maybe even the 8 Classic, just to show you guys. I just published a video on battery comparison between the Pixel Watch 4 and 2, and you can see the difference and see if you're on the Pixel Watch 2 and if you want to upgrade to 4, that's a good one to watch. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find this video helpful. If you have, please do give it a like and support us by subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, do take care. Bye bye.